Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, the realest sports talk show on YouTube, giving fans a real-life perspective on sports and entertainment.
You knew better, you do better, who do it better? Phone check. Microphone check. What about now? What about now? Audio. Microphone check. Hear you now. Okay, smooth. We good. All right, so let's do it over. Top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the Pope host do the most. Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, where we got a lot to talk about. We got to peek in windows and find out what the hell is the Fever front office doing, right? Because I've seen a lot of people. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Much love for you. Know it's love over here all the time, fam. We got Kelsey Pistol Mitchell being unofficial. We got the Indiana Fever has posted a hype video for the upcoming season, and there was no Kelsey Mitchell nowhere in sight of it. And we also didn't have Stephanie Metheny White nowhere in sight of it. She went on a little 15-minute break, I guess. She went on a lunch break when there is no lunch breaks. How do you take a break in the thick of things that's about to heat up for the new upcoming season? How do you take a break for a team that fell just a little bit short without the star player? How do you take a break? Oh, we're gonna dive deep into it. We even got Caitlin Clark haters. I gotta address Angel McCautry, right? And her hate that she got for Caitlin Clark. It's so obvious. So I have some clips and things like that. Make sure we hit the like button. Make sure we subscribe to the channel. But oh boy, we got a lot of people that want Caitlin and Kelsey to remain teammates. And we got a lot of people, like myself included, that's saying, hey, your time has come. Your time has come, and it's gone. All right? Now, what should we look into? Which I'm going to play that video in a minute, but what should we be looking into? Okay? What should we be looking into when it comes to that Fever video and them not having Kelsey Mitchell? Does that mean they're not going to even try to re-sign her? Does that mean the coring her is over? Like they understand to core her, you would have to pay her a certain amount of money. I really, we don't know what this front office is thinking, what they're doing. But I can say that is a big eye opener for you not to have her on the hype video. Because if you remember last year when she was a free agent and she was out in China, the Fever did not miss posting her on their social media, on their Twitter. They didn't miss any moment to post how she was doing in China, what she was doing, they kept telling you and reiterating, yo, our main focus is to sign back Kelsey Mitchell. Oh, it was loud. It was loud that, yo, we keeping Kelsey Mitchell. It was loud that, yeah, we coring her. All that happened immediately. We re-signing her, we coring her, all that stuff. Kelsey Mitchell is our most important. Good morning to AB. Good morning, Tina. Hey, you know what I mean? I told you it's all love, Tina, over here. It's all love. We're going to fight sometimes. That's going to happen. I'm going to talk my talk. But we have to understand what the new CBA, when it comes to signing players and how much to sign them for, what it all entails. Like, yo, you got 2 max players you'll be able to sign. I was on courtside last night. Shout out to courtside and everybody on the panel and in the chat yesterday. It was a nice, real good live. If you haven't seen that live, you might want to check it out. I'm contemplating on bringing some of the things up there because I had to cook Pete and I had to cook courtside too. I did. I was trying to be on courtside side, but you know, courtside is more so he hell bent on trying to keep Kelsey Pistol Mitchell. And I'm just like, yo, that ain't gonna work, fam. That's not gonna work. It's not that we don't actually want to, we actually are not going to be able to. If you planning on A, B, and CC being the future, right? If you plan on them being the future. So we'll dive into that. I want to put a pin in it real quick and get back to that a little bit later. First and foremost, I want to talk about, because me and Pete, we was kind of going back at it yesterday over the GOAT conversation, over Caitlin Clark. How many rings does she have? And how could we consider her the GOAT when she don't have no rings? And I'm like, easy, because even the ones with the rings, we don't even know of it. We have no knowledge of how many rings somebody got. I couldn't tell you how many rings Bree Stu got. I couldn't tell you how many rings Asia Wilson got. I couldn't tell you how many rings Candace Parker got. I couldn't tell you how many rings Lisa Leslie got. I couldn't tell you because we didn't pay attention to them at all. So none of their rings that they accumulated through their career in the professional sport, not college. That's the only, and so many people are hell bent on, oh, well, she didn't win a ring in college. College is more of a team sport. Even ask Michael Jordan. People didn't know Michael Jordan was going to be what he became by the way they seen him in college, because he played within a system. And he had a stacked deck in North Carolina with Sam Perkins, Kenny Smith, and so many others. So his game, you couldn't really tell like, oh, he's dominant. No, they was just dominant as a team. They had a big team status, right? North Carolina Tar Heels. In the league, it's different. You get a few players because there's contracts now. So you get a few players that is going to be able to play, and you got a lot of role players. You got a couple of stars, maybe a couple, especially in Jordan's day. You got 1 or 2 stars, and then the rest are role players. So it's more of an even playing field in the profession, and it's more about the superstar carrying his team over the threshold, right? In college, it's more about the team, because you can have 7, 8, 9, 10 5-star recruits all on your roster. You can have that, right? And we know in women's basketball, Connecticut always has that. Now South Carolina always has that, right? And especially even before NIL, because Caitlin was around in college before NIL. before you could pay players to come and join your college, right? Uh, and again, so her losing in a team sport of college out of 4 years that she was there, but again, who knows who won before her? Nobody knows, because Pete was talking about you never remember the losers. You never remember the losers. And I'm like, we don't remember the winners, sir. You couldn't tell me who won a national title last 5-6 years. The only two that you would remember is LSU and South Carolina. Why? Because Caitlin Clark played them and lost to them. Those are the only two you can really recall of who won. So again, that was all the haters wanting to try to hate on Caitlin and say, well, she didn't win no college championship. She not the best. Bullshit. See, when Michael Jordan was around, if you was a kid, like I was when Michael Jordan was in the league, in the NBA, I believe they won they NCAA title in 84, if I'm not mistaken. I was born in 82. I was 2 years old. That flew over my head like a cat. I didn't know Michael Jordan or the tour. I didn't know who the hell that was. When I started watching basketball and NBA basketball, and I looked at Michael Jordan and I looked at all the rest of the players in the league, I said, that guy right there, he's head and shoulders better than everybody else. It's not even a question. He's the best. Before there was GOAT conversations, it was Michael Jordan is the best. And then you had older analysts and journalists saying, is he the best we have ever seen? Is he better than Wilt? Is he better? But they didn't use the GOAT situation. And that was well before Michael Jordan ever won his first ring. So it's just in his first 3 to 4 years, he took over. I am him, right? And so we didn't get to see Wilt and Bill Russell and Bob Cousy and all those type of players. We didn't get to see them, but we saw Mike, right? This is the difference of CC and the WNBA players. If you my age or around my age or older, then you got to see everything the WNBA had to offer. You got to see Lisa Leslie. You got to see Dawn Staley. You got to see Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swooper. You got Tina Thompson, Candace Parker, Maya Moore. You got to see them all the way through. So yes, we seen what these players look like, and we could easily assess that Caitlin is something we've never seen before. It's that simple. That's what makes her the GOAT. Will she win rings later on in her career? I'm pretty damn sure, unless you just have a terrible, unbearable front office and industry, which we do have a terrible, unbearable entertainment industry. But I'm sure she will squeeze out a ring or 2 or 3, whatever's the case, whatever the case may be. But it just doesn't add up to all about having rings. Because KD went over to Golden State and he won him 2 rings. But nobody, because KD won 2 rings, look at him as top 5 player of all time. Nobody. Unless you're a super KD fan. But he's in the top 10, 15, maybe top 15, 20 players of all time. He's in there somewhere, but his 2 rings don't put him up in GOAT conversation. Paul Pierce 2 rings don't put him up in GOAT conversation. So if Caitlin Clark win 1 ring with her talent, she's already there again. She's already the best we've ever seen. That's easy to see and say. It should be. because we haven't seen nobody play like this girl at all, right? And so ain't no need for us to keep trying to dance around and play like she's just not the best when only the haters is the one that bring up rings, college championships, when they're talking about the best basketball player, women's basketball player that we've ever seen. Makes no sense. Let me go to the chat real quick, read some of these chats, and then we'll get on back to the topic at hand. All right. Let's see here. All right. AB says KM can take a 1-year deal since CC will be max next year, but KM would want security, seeing as though she can get hurt, then no one will want her. She needs multi-year deal for security. And that's what I'm saying too. I'm like, yo, what makes people think Kelsey Mitchell is going to be okay with the Fever coring her and only giving her 1-year max contract to where anything can happen? I know Courtside was saying, oh man, injuries are part of the game. Well, yeah, duh. That's why the Fever and even Kelsey Mitchell understands that's not a good deal. Because, yeah, if I go out, you core me, and I go out here and something happens, then there goes my multi-max deals. And again, when you're at the end of your career, you're on the last leg of your career, about another probably 4 years, 3 to 4 years. Kelsey Pistol Mitchell got good years of good basketball. Then you and this is the first time y'all ever are getting paid, you definitely would be pissed. You know how pissed Kelsey Pistol Mitchell would be at the Fever front office if they held her back from being able to go and get multi-year. She might quit on a team like Grandmama Bonner. She might quit on a team like Quitter Grandmama Bonner and say, damn that, trade me. Y'all got me confused. I'm sitting out for personal reasons. See what? So people thinking, like Courtside, you thinking she'd be okay with that, and it'd be no issues. Man, you got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. MJ was the GOAT. No rings. They just keep thinking of reasons to diminish CC's gravity. Very true. Very true. Amy says there are players who have rings, and guess what? They are not on the court anymore. It is important, of course, and to CC, no player that zero have ever seen wants to win a championship than her. For sure. Shout out to you. Fur Baby, shout out to you. Did those rings come from unshackled teams? U-Trips says, love her so much, Kels. I love her rainbow shots. If AB and CC and the girls wanted her, maybe they can find a way to keep her, though. Well, and I don't want nobody that bad. Okay, so this is what you got to take into consideration. If I'm a top-notch player, and so for AB and CC, I believe they both feel like they're top-notch players, right? And if you just put the right people, we don't necessarily need another. It's only 5 players on the court at one time. If 2 of us is top-notch, that's damn near half of the players that's on the court. So you can sprinkle in 3 that's not so top-notch, but fits good with us. And we are able to win games. If I'm a top player, that's how I'm feeling. I always feel like that. If I come to the open gym and I say I got next, and this dude that, can I run with you? I don't know him from a can of paint. Yep, you can. Can I run? Yep, you can. Can I run? Once I get 4 and I don't know those players, I'm going to be looking on the court to see who lose that's good that can go alongside with me, because I know I'm good. Now, these other 3 dudes I just said can run with me. I ain't seen them play yet. But give me one more. Give me one more good. So I'm gonna look on the floor and see who balling. If they whatever on each team, whoever lost, I'm gonna pick that play. Hey, run with me, bro. I seen you needed a little help. I'm your help. Hey, come on, run with me. And we good. I feel like we gonna win. It don't matter. Give me myself and somebody else and 3 dudes that, hey, I don't know, long as they play a little defense, but I can make people better off of how I play. So no problem. We gonna win the game. So I don't think they will be willing to take less money, A, B, or CC, to keep Kelsey, as if you actually need that. And we don't need Kelsey. I'm not about to lose money to try to keep Kelsey. That would say I don't really believe in me. Not gonna do it. Peter Hayes says CC22 was on USA team with many that had rings, and who was the MVP? Everyone trying to keep her down, but when unbiased individuals choose it, was the best player chosen, period. Shout out to you. Louise says, part 1, hey, Mr. the Pope, sir, thanks so much for sticking up against Pete and others on Courtside Live. You cannot say a player isn't the greatest without rings if management and coach are bad. Very true. Mic drop moment on Pete. Yo, man, we don't know the winners. yeah, he had to, take a back seat to that. Part 2, nobody watched women's basketball. AB says facts. We don't know nor remember the winners, and CC lost in the finals back-to-back years. And here we are. And here we are. A walking economy. Sheesh. With global gravity and appeal. Indeed. U-Trip says, Peter's wrong. We remember who we want to remember. We have receipts. We got YouTube. Hello. Tina Head says, I got to get some work done today, but I'm here for a bit. Shout out to you. League was on life support when Mike brought it back. For sure enough. Again, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, subscribe up to the channel, and the super chat is open, definitely. Professional sports is a business. All right, so you are racist on the DL. You talking about me? I'm damn sure racist. I'm racist in the motherfucker. Oh, I'm so racist. You better believe it. Oh, my goodness. I don't like my gums because they black. I'm racist in the motherfucker. No, for real, I'll become a new racist person. I can't stand. My mom was talking to my mom the other day, and she hates Donald Trump. And I'm like, you just don't make no sense. You don't make no sense on why you hate Donald Trump. And she tried to come with this excuse and that excuse, and I debunk all her excuses. And then she said, she called me Key. She said, Key, he can't stand black people, Key. I said, neither can I, Mom. Neither can I. She said, huh? Oh, she was appalled. She said, huh? I said, yeah. How can you stand when you see we are the lowest in everything? How can you stand when we're at the bottom when it comes to marriages? We at the top when it comes to all of the degenerate shit. The most violent criminals, blacks. The most the highest in STDs, blacks. The highest in abortions, blacks. Uneducated, blacks. And when you and forget just the stats, when you look around from the YouTube streets to the Twitter streets to the real streets, you see a bunch of degeneracy happening with black folks. And I'm not going to take a deep dive all the way into why I believe that is. I definitely have my reasons on why I think that is. But blacks are at the bottom of the totem pole. And I call a spade a spade. Shout out to BDP. Okay? So, you damn right. You calling me a racist? You spot on. Good observation. I will not deny it. I'm telling you, I'm definitely am. Because now I'm like, I don't know what. Hey, it's all out of whack. Yeah, the black community, we got to get a lot better. We down bad. We doing bad. All right, let's get back into this, man. The Pope ain't no damn racist. He just hates stupidity, bro. Hey, and us black folks, we do a lot of stupid shit nowadays. I'm just saying, not fucking racist. Okay, I'm racist against stupidity, right? But now let's get off of that. Let's get off of that. Kelsey Mitchell, is she staying? Is she going? Looks like writing is on the wall. Let me pull this up real quick. Let's pull this up. Indiana Fever. Let's see they hype video. Because we gonna the main thing I want to attack is Stephanie Metheny White. The main thing I want to attack today and unpack today is how she taking breaks. How she taking breaks at a time like this, where she had all day long to be able to take breaks during the CBA negotiations and the lockout or whatever it was when no movement was happening. She had all the time in the world to take break and to do what is it, broadcasting. She had all the time in the world to do her broadcasting when it was no movement and CBA was going down. I'm out of here. Let's pull this up. Indiana Fever. We got AB. Okay. Uh-huh. CC. Pound dribbles. Oh, got me one left hand. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, AB, that's Lacey. That's Lacey. I mean, I know they just doing whatever, but you gonna do the drill, You supposed to be this drill right here. I teach my kids. Her, right? Catching it from out the net, going to the other side. Well, and you can do this lazily, but you're supposed to be jumping at your height. Get up to the highest. It should be because it's a workout. You want 3 quick jumps, and you'll be able to time the rebounds better. You put it up, jump to get it out the net, like you want to grab the ball coming out the net. And then you jump on the other side. You get to your height. So it should be 3 jumps. Boom, 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 boom. All the, but you know, it's promo. I'm not. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Didn't they say AB? Have they ever disclosed why AB was out for the USA? Have they ever actually told us what her injury was, what her recovery looks like? Is she back healthy? Or are we just, maybe that's why she's not jumping. Maybe that's why. No, Cece doing the same thing. Cece doing the same thing. Ain't nothing wrong with AB. Ain't nothing wrong with AB. Buckitos. Yeah, CC. I need, yeah. Step side. Stroke your face. Step side. Stroke your face. Motherfucker don't even touch the rim. I mean, snap, crackle, pop. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Heart that. We like it. Hey, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, I believe we got some else. Okay, right here. Aren't they the only three that's on the Fever roster? Isn't that the case? Aren't they the only three that's under contract for the Fever? I believe so. Let me get to the super chat. I believe they're the only three. Okay, nice. Shout out to Livewire Sports in the building. Yeah, he was on the panel with us yesterday. Shout out to you, sir. I didn't even get to speak with you. But he does great work, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Livewire. Appreciate the super sticker, my boy. Thank you very much. Isn't these three the only ones that's on the do I hate Larry Bird? You hate Larry Bird? What is he talking to? I don't know. He's silly. Larry Bird is my top three. He's in my top three. So I don't think he's talking to me. I got Scary Larry. I call him Scary Larry. Okay. But yes, somebody said yes. These are the only three. Only 2 of 3 under contract. Now, Michaela Timpson, they all 3 of them under contract. All right. So again, remember, when Kelsey was a free agent last year, they had Kelsey Mitchell before they signed her. They had her all up and down they Twitter feed. Okay, they had her all up and down before they even signed her because they knew that's what they were going to do. They were going to re-sign her, so it was no reason to act like she wasn't going to be a part of the team or leave her off of their page. But now, now they're really showcasing or not showcasing Kelsey Pistol Mitchell at all. But I've been fooled before. I've been fooled by the Fever office so many times already. And I can't, I'm not putting so stock into this. Oh, wow. Oh, I was saying why. Kaden know how to put on. You know, put on. And I think I'm looking for this same piece today. But what I'm not seeing, I see AB, I see Caitlin. I see this. I see Caitlin. Yeah. See, I have read the writings on the wall in the CBA, and I misspelled some shit, or I didn't see some things. I skipped over some paragraphs, and right now I'm trying to read the writings on the wall right here, and they screamed to me just like it was screaming to me that it wouldn't be no season, that the WNBA would be over. My mic is all right. Let's do this. Let's take mic out. Microphone check. Microphone check. Make sure it's not breaking up. But I took my mic out now. I don't know. I need to probably hit the settings or something. Good. F them pick. Shout out to you. Gregory Bonds, shout out to you. Appreciate letting me know. Anthony Bonds, shout out to you. What is okay? No, that's Gregory Bonds. Okay, I'm tripping. I was like, damn, it's Anthony Bonds and Gregory Bonds. I think it's his brothers in here. But yeah, so looking at the writing on the wall, reading that right now is saying they're not going to be bringing back Kelsey Pistol Mitchell. All right. Which I think we all kind of understand that. We all kind of know that, right? You can only have 2 max players. And my thing is, there's so many players out there now. And a lot of them we don't really know the names of unless they good players. But I know one name. I know 2 names. 2 names come to mind. It might be some names I'm not even thinking about. that I'm not really all the way clear on. But Ray Burrell, because I just seen her, and I'm kind of familiar with Ray Burrell. Actually, 3 names. Ariel Atkins, I think, would be a good fit. I think she would be a good fit because she just plays hard. She plays hard. She don't try to play out of herself. Like she doesn't, she's not going to try to ball hog the ball. She plays hard. She plays a little smart. And she does play defense. She's a pest on the defensive end. So if you need to fill that role for Kelsey Mitchell being out of it, I would look at Ariel Atkins. I would look at a Ray Burrell. And what's going to happen with Lexi? I'm more concerned about Lexi Hall, the Barbie doll. Will the Fever actually do a solid and sign her for what she's worth? Because I know it's kind of up in the air. Like, what is Lexi Hall worth? I think she's worth a lot to us. To us. Lexi Hall being somewhere else without Caitlin Clark, I don't know how that would go. So would another team be willing to overpay her to try to keep her from the Fever? I doubt it, because you only got so much in the cap to work with anyways, that you don't want to be overpaying and overspending no longer, right? You can get away with giving Katie Lou Samuelson a max contract, Erica Willer a max contract. Not no more. You can, because you only have a certain amount of money and you better spend it wisely. And so Lexi Hall is not the same player without Caitlin Clark. She's gonna be the same defensive pest for sure, but she's not the same offensive player, which her game is definitely elevated from when we first seen her 2 years ago, right? Where she couldn't make layups that good. And she still, but again, for us, she's perfecto because she loves her role. She knows her role. She embraces her role. And she just fit the chemistry between her and Cece is on another level. So so her level of play is I think that's the best that you'll see Lexi Hall is when she's playing alongside the best player in the world. Point blank, period. You take her off the best player in the world's team and put her with teammates that not so great, she's not worth that much to you. On a Fever, I gotta say, man, you gotta give her, because that's tough. That's gonna be the toughest signing, is how much do we give Lexi Hall? And we'll be able to match. So I believe they coring her or something like that to where we could match whatever offer somebody gives her. And I just don't see nobody jumping out the window to sign a defensive specialist, and a knockdown shooter, because she has become a knockdown shooter in these last 2 years. But if she's not working out and doing the same workouts with Caitlin Clark, will she keep that type of shot? That's for other teams to have to think about that. So I think the league is going we want to pull away players from Caitlin, especially that Caitlin loves to play with. Yes, the league wants to do that. So they might just do that. They might have somebody bite the bullet, one of these expansion teams, somebody sign her to a crazy contract to where she damn near not going to be able to refuse. But Lexi Hall is the one player where I say, hey, Lex, you can go elsewhere and get paid more money contract-wise. But Lexi, as much as we love you, we will fall out of love with you if you're not an Indiana Fever. We won't be checking in and buying your jerseys and all of those things that can get you. Your sponsorships will not be sponsoring like you get over here. Now, that's something courtside should mention, like how if you're a Dallas Cowboys or you're a Los Angeles Lakers, the amount of opportunities you get off the field, off the court of making a lot of money is endless. And that's what's happening with the Fever. The amount of money she can make on the side will make up much more than what some other team would give her, and she become out of sight, out of mind type player. Now the sponsors ain't going to be willing to sponsor, but as long as you attach to CC22 and the Indiana Fever and the way you play, because we love you over here. But if you're not over here, same like Kate Money Martin. We love Kate Money Martin in Iowa. But you think I'm checking for Valkyrie's games to watch Kate Money Martin? You think I'm going to go buy some merch for Kate? I know some do. A lot do. But it died down in year 2 compared to year 1, right? Year 1, Kate Money Martin was, I think, number 2 or 3 in jersey sales, right? And but year 2, not so much. Out of sight, out of mind. We like, yeah, we love you, Kelsey. And they showed that year 1. That we still love you. Not Kelsey, but Kate Money Martin. We love you. We're going to support. We're going to buy your shit too. But now as time is going on, you don't hear people talking about Kate Money Martin as much anymore. That's going to happen to Lexi Hall immediately. I mean, immediately. Soon as if she go sign somewhere else, we're going to be off the Lexi Hall bandwagon. So I think it would behoove her to say, yo, yeah, y'all might be offering me $700,000, but Fever's offering me $500,000, and I know I can make that $200,000 up just off endorsements and sponsorships and so on and so forth. Stand with the Fever. So I'm still either make $700,000 and if not more, plus be loved, plus be in an environment that is like none other in the WNBA, and plus be playing for a title. So with all of that being said, if anybody should take less than what someone is offering and what the Fever is, it's Lexi Hall. Lexi, because take less is more for you. For you. Less is more. When it comes to the contract. That's just my belief. So, Fever, yeah, no, we can't. If we want to do this right, you can't give Lexi $700,000, $650,000, $750,000. You can't. $500,000. And I know you can go probably get 6 to 7 somewhere else. But this is where you're relevant. This is where you're loved. This is where your money really is. So don't be fooled by a contract. All right? We got to sign Lexi Hall, and we can't pay her too much. So hopefully that works out. And I'm just interested to see who else they're going to bring over to this team. I know they're not going to converse with Caitlin to see who she would like for them to sign, which that's nuts. The Fever front office should definitely be sitting down with AB and CC to see out of this long laundry list. Let's pull it up, man. WNBA free agents.
Here's a summary from the New York Times. Who are the top WNBA free agents? Get ready for a wild offseason after a new CBA deal. Nafisa Collier, Minnesota Lynx. Forward. Brianna Stewart, New York Liberty. Forward. Jackie Young.
I don't care about all that. I just want to see the list. Can I see the list? I just want to see the list. All right, let's see. Let's see. Come on, New York Times. I don't feel like registering all that. And now ain't even where I'm seeing. Y'all so full of shit. Let me see the list. Where is the list? Where can I find a list, ladies and gents? Let me drop the link too. I'm gonna start dropping links because I had fun yesterday. Oh no. Invite. Y'all don't like coming up on my show because I bite your head off, you know it. I'm not as nice as courtside. But people don't like coming up in this motherfucker. All right, there go the link to Bob. I want to know this list on what's going on. Let's see if Twitter has it. Let's see if I could find it on Twitter. WNBA free agent list. All right, so I found the list. Good, let's pull it up. Y'all more than welcome to come up if y'all want to chat. Let's see here. All right, so yes, let's break it down. We know we can't get Asia Wilson, Brianna Stu, Sabrina Nescu, Kelsey, nope. Emma Messing, never heard of her. Gabby Williams want to get paid. So I would say, yeah, she would be a good fit if she didn't want to get paid so much. But if we lose Lexi Hall, then this Gabby Williams would be a player I for sure want to go after. Or even Sophie Cunningham if we lose Lexi Hall. But again, Lexi might, Sophie, ain't no telling. Natasha Howard, hell no. Bob Griner, Bree Jones, Marina Mabry, Kayla McBride. But I think she gonna cost too much. She might cost too much, y'all. But you never know. She might be smart enough to know, hey, if I'm playing with Caitlin Clark, you think they love Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham, who really can't, play like she can play, Kayla McBride. Hey, what you think? How you think they gonna love me? And talk about a replacement for Kelsey Pistol Mitchell. Kayla McBeasy, I think is even better. I really do. I think is a better player than Kelsey Mitchell is. So I don't know. I think Kayla McBride, though, is going to get offered a max contract at least. So that's not that. I would like to have her, though. I really would. Maisha Hines Allen, don't know who that is. De'Erica Ham, Dejanay Spicy Mustard Carrington. I'm almost willing to bet the Fever would sign her just on some shit like bullshit. Just on some stir up controversy to keep some kind of storyline that I could see. I'm telling you, this front office, I have no clue of which direction they looking to go. They brought in haters for Caitlin Clark last year, and even though Caitlin Clark and AB said make sure our locker room is safe, it's a safe space, and they brought in people that wasn't a safe space. You had Sydney Colson grabbing on Caitlin, grinding up on her. Remember that? That's not a safe space. You had quitter Grandmama Bonner quitting on the team, saying she didn't not a good fit. She didn't like what was going on. That's not a safe space when you got uncommitted players on the team. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised Natasha Cloud, keep your stud butt ass where you at. Ariel Atkins, I like that. Tiffany Hayes, you can get now these two players you can get for cheap, not super cheap, but for cheap, and they could be good wings, good shooting guards for the Fever. Tiffany Hayes and Ariel Atkins, I like them both. You got Chelsea Gray, Abumba K, Azuri Stevens is another player I would love to see in a Fever uniform. I think she would fit perfect with our squad. So, but again, are they really? Because the powers that be don't want to see CC with a team that's actually going to be vicious. And you do it, a Zora Stevens and a Tiffany Hayes or Ariel Atkins, and then you draft well, and you have Michaela Timpson coming off the bench, and a Hannah Stokey coming off the bench. That's going to be tough to deal with. Let's see, Jonquel Jones. I said I wanted Jonquel. Well, yeah, we can't. See, now, for me, I say I'm so sorry, AB. I don't know. I'm seeing AB is developing, and I love her personality. I love her. She gives good hugs. I think she gives some of the most best hugs. That's why Caitlin hugging her all the time. She's like, oh my God, you just feel so good. I'm not even gay, but you just feel so good with your hug. She's a huggable, lovable girl. But I get rid of her in a blink of an angel eyelash for Jonquel Jones. Hello. I would, AB, you gotta go. If I'm the Fever's front office, I'm trading the shit out of AB. I'm going to get a Jonquel Jones, fam. I'm not going to even hold you. And that might be the wrong move. I'm not saying that would be the perfect move. I like Jonquel Jones' game better than AB's. I just do. Brittany Sykes, she is a good player. I do like Brittany Sykes. She's a competitor. Will she fit well with us? I don't know. Jordan Canada. I like her too, but yeah, point guard, they have CC definitely playing it too. See, I can see them signing a Jordan Canada and moving CC to the 2. And I can see that. That's what I'm saying, man. It's going to be some bullshit. Let's be ready for the bullshit. Oh, be ready for the bullshit. I can see them putting a Aisha Clark on our team. I can see that. A Caitlin Clark hater. We're going to get a Caitlin Clark hater. That's just how the Fever has been operating. Somebody to slow CC down or check CC. So that's why I can see them doing the day shift. They're going to do something silly. I already know, Lord, Heavenly Father. Courtney Vandersloot, I would like, for a nice backup, you're talking about a good backup veteran point guard, I would like it, but not for the Fever team, just because, again, they'll have Courtney Vandersloot running the point guard and Caitlin to be the 2. Brittany Laney Hamilton. Oh, I like Laney. I like Laney Hamilton's game. I think she could fit well with us. She plays great defense. I haven't heard her be too much of a hater, but I know she does have a little bias or a little hate or something going on. So I don't know, but I think you can get her on a good deal. I think you could. Courtney Williams, definitely not. Stephanie Dawson, it's not, the face isn't popping up as I say your name. I heard your name. I can't remember if you're white, black. I can't remember. Tina Charles, I wouldn't mind Tina Charles if she was taking $300,000. If she was taking $300,000, Tina Charles, that'd be your Charles Oakley for real. Yeah. We seen Tina get into it with Angel Reese and get into it with anybody going after one of her teammates. She in the mix. She in the mix. So if we don't get her for nothing else but for boxing for $300,000, I'll take Tina Charles. And she can also play. She can still play. She ain't trash. So it wouldn't even just be for, sock somebody out, Tina. But she could contribute for sure. Alicia Gray. Would love to have Alicia Gray. She gonna be getting paid too much. We're not gonna be able to afford her. Rebecca Allen. That's one you can get for a good price and who will play. She will be committed. She will show up, and I'm sure she would love Caitlin Clark. Rebecca Allen, I'm digging for the 2 spot or the 3 spot, and she can even sometimes guard the 4 spot. She's a very universal type player. Universal, is that what I'm looking for? Maybe not. Shatora Walker Kimbrough, never heard of you. Can't give no analysis on you. Alana Smith, is that white girl from Minnesota? Oh, I need white milk. Oh, I need white milk with Caitlin Clark. They're not going to do it. I will be pursuing her. Oh, I'll be pursuing Alana Smith, Rebecca Allen. Oh, I need white milk. I'm racist. I need white milk. I am racist. Shit. She gonna cost too much, though, huh, Chad? She gonna get paid, folks. She's a player. Oh, I like that girl's game right here. Alana Smith, I'm stuck on you right now. Let's keep moving. Kia Nurse, no. Natasha Heidemann, no. Ray Barizzo. I think we should be able to get her. Michaela, I don't know who you are. I can't speak. Carlton, I love you too. Oh my God. Bridget Carlton, I love you too. They're not going to get us these type players, man. White, good players to go with white greatness of Caitlin Clark. They're not going to do it. AB and Michaela Timpson need to be the only niggas on the team. We need to sign the rest white. Yeah, I'm racist like that. The only 2 blacks on the team should be AB and the 2 that we got. The rest we doing serving up whites. I want whites. Bridget Carlton. Oh, that'll be perfect. Perfect. White or mixed? You can be mixed. Hannah Stokey's mixed. We go Hannah Stokey. Sammy Whitcomb, don't know your game. Kayla Thornton, you're gonna cost too much money. Monique Billings gonna cost too much money. Kia Stokes, don't know your game. Elizabeth Williams, you casket ready. Tasha Harrison, don't know you. Damaris Dantas, bring her back. I love her. Megan Gusta, please. She not gonna even cost much, cuz. Now that's who we should definitely be picking up. Megan Gustafson. Gustis. Megan. We need Megan. White players. Rachel Bannum. Hey. She can't play no defense. She can shoot the ball. She can't play no defense. I like Rachel Bannum. Sydney Colson, definitely no. Timmy Bag Nelly. I would love her back. See, again, if we're going to go black, it need to be foreign blacks. It can't be American-born blacks. No, if we're going to do some foreign blacks, they're different. It's a difference between foreign blacks and American-born blacks. I would love to have Timmy back. I would love to have Timmy back if we can. Lindsay Allen. No. Katie Lou Samuelson. No. Dana Evans, no. Julie, I don't know you. Bree Turner, hell no. Stephanie Tall, I love you. I love you too. Stephanie Talbot, she can play. Let's get come on. Let's get all the white players that can play should be on the Fever's to-do list. Every white player that can play the game of basketball, they need to be on the Fever to-do list. Oh, I hate the Fever. I hate the entertainment industry. It's not just the Fever. They'll treat her like this anywhere she went. If she was in New York Liberty, they would treat her like this. They would make sure to muck it up and not get. They're against Caitlin Clark, point blank, period. The powers that be do not want to see her succeed, and that's obvious to see. It is. So we even doing all of this. All of this is what we're doing is damn near irrelevant. We hoping we keeping that hope and prayer up, because we keeping the hope alive. We keeping the hope alive. Dewana Grandmama Bonner, damn sure, slap her 5 times, get her out here. Bria Hartley. Hartley, who are you? Who are you? I kind of heard. I don't know. Emoji Face, Odyssey Sims, no. Jessica, I did like Emoji Face. I did like her. She was smooth. But no, I don't want nobody on our team that they think, because I don't want nobody on our team that play point guard where they think they a starter. And I know not they, but that Stephanie White would turn into a starter and move Caitlin Clark to the 2. I know she not having Kelsey Mitchell. Oh my God, they're definitely going to try it. It's going to be some bullshit in the game. We be prepared to be pissed. Be prepared to be pissed off with the signings that we are about to do. Trust me, we're not going to like it. Jessica Shepard. I don't recall who you are. Isabel Harrison. I do like your game. And you cute. I think you cute. I think if my memory serves me correct, I think you're a cutie pie. Erica Wheeler, no. Tiffany Mitchell, don't know. Kennedy Burke, don't know. Emma Kennedy. All right, McDonald, no. Jade Melbourne. Okay. So I seen a few I like. Stephanie Talbot, Timmy Fagbag, Megan Gustafson, Bridget Carlton, Ray Burrell, Alana Smith, Rebecca Allen, Tina Charles, possibly Brittany Sykes, Azura Stevens, Ariel Atkins, Tiffany Hayes, Kayla McBreezy. If we could find a way to get Gabby Williams, if we can find a way to get any of those, I'm definitely willing to sign Sophie Cunningham back if we don't retain Lexi Hall. If we don't retain Lexi Hall. All right, so I got Maria in the building. Shout out. Shout out to Maria. What's going on, Maria? How you feeling? You're on mute right now, so take your mute off if you're trying to speak so the people can hear you. Oh, what's she going? Let me put the link back in the chat just in case it went up. Invite guests. Okay. All right. Hey, what's going on? All right, so that's the list. We just went over the list, the long laundry list of players that will be available and who we should be able to get and retain and whatnot. Hopefully they make us proud. I doubt it. Be ready to be pissed off. before I get into the next topic, let me bring Maria up to the stage. Add to stage. Yay, microphone check.
Hey, Pope, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. You did a great job last night over at Courtside's stream yesterday. It was wild, but it was a lot of fun, and I really liked your comebacks. It was a lot of fun. Um, I noticed that in a lot of the conversations that I've been paying attention to, Ray Burrell has been like a redundant name that's come up, and from what I've seen about her. She really may want to come over to reasons. We have the wrong coach, but she wants to come over for the right reasons. So I would be interested to see what she can and will contribute to this team. But I'm there with you. A lot of these free agents, I don't want them. It's like, it's like I said yesterday. I'd rather money in and watch the new kids coming up because I want tall players. I want WNBA virgins because we can mold them into a team. Even if, let's say, ship is never guaranteed, right? It's never guaranteed. But if you have the resources to build a team and build it in the right way and make them a total core of a team, they are going to benefit and they can go all the way. But I don't want a lot of these, these free agents. The only one, like I said, that I may have interest in is Ray Burrell. But I want tall players, beefy players, players that are not going to, to melt like marshmallows when they get pushed around. I want them to push back, and I want them to, you mess with my point guard, I'm going to mess with you, kind of attitude. But we have to build that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so I'm with you. Like we just went over that long laundry list, and it was only a handful of players that I would like to see, and a lot of them we're not going to be able to. The Alana Smith and Kayla McBride, we ain't going to be able to sign. They're going to cost too much money anyway. So
exactly. And I also wanted to get your opinion on something because I heard come up and then it vanishes. KK, what is your assessment of her? Because as far as I'm concerned, I see a lot of potential in her. I've heard people, talking about eventually when her rookie years are up to trade her. I'm sorry, but I see a lot of potential in that kid. That's an investment I would make.
Oh, most definitely. I like Michaela. I like her game, and yeah, once she get her feet under her, I think she'd definitely be a good asset because she can run the floor. Yes. She can protect the rim. She can grab rebounds and those type of things. The only thing is because you want shooters around Caitlin Clark to keep the floor split. And then if you have AB as your big, you don't want that because eventually Michaela Timpson should end up being a starter type player.
True.
And because she's young, I understand she didn't start last year. You had Natasha Howard taking up space. You had a few other players taking up space. Now that they cleared that deck, Michaela Timpson should be playing for starter minutes. And if not this year, definitely next year. And then you have two players that play in the post. How would that work? Does that clog up the lane for Caitlin Clark and AB? And so if she plays her way up, which I'm hoping, and it's the only way that makes sense to trade her, if she plays her way up to where she's one of the, a nice, good prospect, a good player, no longer a prospect, but a damn good player, then you might want to trade her for somebody who can a stretch four. I'm looking
Okay.
for a stretch four
Okay.
more than anything. So I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough question.
So then, so also too, Pope, another question, because you'd know this. So the roster still stays at 12 players. They didn't extend that to like 14 players. That's the same.
I'm not sure. I think I've heard it is still 12. I'm not sure on that one, so I don't even want to, act like I know about that.
Gotcha.
Yep,
All
I'm
right.
not
Well, I
sure.
won't take up much. I'm going to kick back and listen to you. I just wanted to say you did a great job last night, and you have yourself a good day, buddy. And thanks for the insight.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you for coming up. Definitely, anytime, you're more than welcome. So yeah, we're gonna keep the
Thanks,
ball
buddy.
rolling. No problem. Before you go, let me ask you a
Yeah,
question. Because
sure.
I like your takes. I like your takes. What do you think? Because we're about to get into this segment of the show about Stephanie White stepping aside during this free agency period that's about to pop off. And what do you think about that? Her going, is it a big
I
deal? Not a big deal? What do you think?
I personally think it's bullshit. When you're hired as a coach, you're working throughout the year. Just because you're not in the season, you have a job to do. And when you're not sitting in that seat and going, you know what, I need to look at what I'm going to be able to get or recommend or blah blah blah, but you're sitting around, looking to your own personal endeavors. I understand family stuff. Hey, that's mandatory, right? But this endeavor that she's taking is telling me that she doesn't give a shit about what needs to be done. My ass would be in the chair looking at players, looking at what I need to make the players that I do have benefit. I'm sitting in that seat and doing my job. If she wants to go and announce for the you know the college ball, you know what? Pack your shit up and go over there and stay there. Don't come back. I don't need you. I need someone who's going to be working with me and for me throughout the year, because this is not a seasonal job. It's not. It's a full-time job, regardless of whether or not you're in season, because you have to keep an eye open for things coming down the pipe. She does not do that. She does not give a shit. I wouldn't keep her. How's that?
Beautiful, beautiful. And see, that's where I'm at with it. And if you want to stay to hear my take or you want to kick back,
Sure.
it's all
No,
you.
I got you, brother. I'm driving. It's good. Go ahead.
Okay, because I said the same thing. I'm like, there is no off season for coaches,
Nope.
GMs. President role, ownership. There's no off season for them. There's off season for the players. In the off
Yeah,
season,
exactly.
you are immediately, because in professional sports, you're never going to come back with the same players, uh, like as if this is a rec league or a college or high school team that you had a bunch of sophomores who was on varsity and
Mm-hmm.
they're all coming back for their junior and senior. That's not in professional sports. You're going to lose a few players, and that's
Right.
every year, right? So you have to do your scouting, due diligence, and seeing who's coming up, whose contracts are up, who's on expiring
Mm-hmm.
contracts. Now I know that's the GM stuff job, but also the coach's job as well works hand in
Yep.
hand with the GMs and the presidents about picking players. That because
Agreed.
unless you just don't have no respect for your coach and you think your coach is an idiot, right? And we're like, yeah, we don't need you. We're just going to give you players, and you just shut up and cook with whatever we give you.
Exactly.
But that's not the
Exactly.
case with Stephanie White and the Fever front office. They seem to be lockstep with each other. And here it goes again that the Fever front office
Mm-hmm.
is allowing this woman to really hold the team back. Because
Yes.
if you're not putting in, and we watch Phil Jackson, we watch Bill Belichick, we watch Larry Brown, we watch Coach K, like they so in tune in what's going on, what's to happen next. That they're 10 steps ahead of the rest. That's what made them the
Exactly.
best, right? You can't be 10 steps ahead of anybody if you're taking breaks and breathers.
Exactly. I I don't get it. And it's like, girl, you're getting paid to do a job. Just because it's the off season, you're still collecting a check. You are still collecting a check. And I expect from you to earn that check. And that check being, you're looking for players. We're looking at you to make suggestions on what's coming down the pipe so we can work together and build that bridge together and make sure that our players and our organization wins. You don't have that with someone who doesn't give a shit. So you know what? You want the season off? Get the F out of here. Go away. Don't come back. And I love Kelsey Mitchell, but take Kelsey with you because I want that money. I need to invest that money elsewhere. Goodbye. Hasta luego. You know?
Mm, 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 mm. Yeah,
You know that. You know how I roll, Pope.
for sure. And listen, I'm just the AAU coach, right? I'm just the travel ball youth basketball coach. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't take days off. Like
Mm-mm.
even when I'm always thinking of what like when we don't have practice, I'm calling up certain players. Hey yo, meet me at the gym. I'm gonna train you. We gotta work on this, that, and the other because I seen you was off with your left hand. We need to get in the left hand work in. We need to do that. We gotta always do okay if we everybody's good. Okay, well, what kind of money can we raise? Fundraising that where we can that'll pay for a
Right.
nice
Right.
Airbnb. Like I'm always thinking of something that we could be doing that we can level up from, right?
But
And
see, Pope, that's investment. You are making an investment. What are you investing in? You're investing in time, development, encouragement, growth, right? And evolution investment. So right?
you right. So
Like you said,
that's
all the things that you do with your players, it's all an investment. People sometimes think that when investment, it all involves money. Investment doesn't always mean money. Investment is time, knowledge, encouragement, training, working out, all those things. But if you have someone who doesn't want to do it, just like you were saying, you are taking that time to do it because that investment is going to pay off.
right.
We can't
Shout
have
out to
someone
Ben
who
Daniel.
doesn't want to invest.
That's true. Shout out to Ben
But
Daniel
hey,
BDP.
you know what, Pop?
Yes.
Hey, I wanted to thank you. I just arrived at my client and I got to take care of some biz. But again, I want to thank you for your time. And you are absolutely right, sir.
Thank you,
I'll talk to
love.
you soon.
All right. Have a
All
good
right.
one.
See you later, Bubba. You too.
Maria,
Bye.
Maria. She's the life of a West Side Story. All right, so check shout out to Maria coming up on a panel. On a panel, man. I see a lot of people don't like to join the pub show because yeah, I don't know. I'm not a lot of people's cup of tea, which is fine with me. But shout out to Maria. Now listen, ladies and gents. For real. Again, shout out to BDP, shout out to Livewire in the building. Love to see y'all in the building. Livewire, I want to hear your takes on some of this stuff. So if you got time to come up, you're more than welcome as well. Any of y'all more than welcome as well. But for this just shows, yo, that it's all set up against Caitlin Clark. They're setting her up for failure. They've been doing it with you hired a coach, Indiana's front office, who was still under contract with the Connecticut Sun and cried and whined and boo-hooed about you would have thought she lost her child. The way Stephanie Metheny White, let's pull this up. Oh yeah, let's pull this up. You would have thought she lost her child. Stephanie White, what is it? Exit interview from Sun. I'm telling you, man, to find out that Stephanie Anthony, am I on YouTube? Yes. Let's pull this up, shall we? We shall. Because let's get into this. Oh my goodness. Y'all about to love me. Y'all about to love me. I'm going, okay. Let's get back over here. Let's share this. I have to bring this up. I have to bring this up because if you're the Indiana Fever and you just drafted Caitlin Clark and she had the rookie year she had, the team made it to the playoffs for the first time since forever, right? Even though you had Kelsey Mitchell and AB on the team together, you still couldn't sneeze the playoffs out of only 8 teams. 8 teams. Wait, before I play this, how many teams was in the league before Caitlin Clark got there? And even when Caitlin Clark got, because they just added the new teams in their second year. How many teams was it again? Is it 10, 11, 12? Somebody please give me an answer real quick before I can move on. How many teams? Was it 12 teams? Was it 11 teams? The 10 teams? How many teams was it in total in the WNBA? And that's crazy that's how you know this league has been irrelevant. How many teams? Please. Was it 10? Was it 12? Was it 12? I think it was 12. Let's just say 12. I don't see nobody putting it in the chat for me. I know that's a tough question. Sounds like an easy question. If you ask me how many teams in the NBA, I'll be able to tell you 32. If you ask me how many teams in the NFL, I'll be able to tell you 30 or something like that. I could be wrong, but I'm sure it's around that case. But I think it was 12 teams, if I'm not mistaken, if my memory serves me correct. 12 teams and 8 makes the playoffs. So you ain't made it to the playoffs in basically almost 10 years out of 8. You have to be bad, right? You have to be bad. But so you get Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever, and now you got AB, and you got Kelsey Mitchell, and y'all make it to the playoffs finally after so long, and you can see, we did that with a coach. Thank you, AB. So it's 12. We did that with a coach that never had coached before except for 1 year, an unexperienced head coach in Christy Sides, right? If we go get the right coach for this group, Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, AB, and Lexi Hall just arrived. If we go get the right coach, we could be looking at a championship. And you mean to tell me, out of all the coaches, men and women, NBA to WNBA to college to retired coaches and Lisa Bluter, you chose Crybaby. You chose this. This is what you chose. This is her exit interview from the Connecticut Sun, still being under contract for 1 more year.
It's been a tough time, but I knew that I needed to get in front of you guys and wrap up. I know certainly our season. So I appreciate the patience as continue to navigate this situation and look forward to.
Look at her eyes. It looked like she been bawling for hours, for days. It looked like, and listen to her voice. She sounds like she's just so out of it.
To answering questions and reviewing our season. So thank you.
Thanks, Steph. We'll go to Howard first. Howard, go ahead.
Steph, first of all, wishing you and your family all the best.
Thank you.
Wondering if we could talk about sort of where you see your tenure here in Connecticut. There's obviously been a significant amount of reporting. There's no shortage of openings as well, and obviously you would be an attractive candidate. I'm just wondering if those conversations have been taking place. It seems like obviously there are other things going on right now.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside.
The heck?
Priority is my family right now.
It seems like obviously there are other things going on right now.
Yeah, I mean,
So let's go back to what he asked her. I hate that fucked up.
Date. I'm just wondering if those conversations have been taking place. It seems like obviously there are other things going on right now.
yeah, I mean, my priority.
Obviously you would be an attractive about sort of where you. Steph, first of all, wishing you and your family all the best.
Mhm.
Wondering if we could talk about sort of where you see your tenure here in Connecticut. There's obviously been a significant amount of reporting. There's no shortage of openings as well, and obviously you would be an attractive candidate. I'm just wondering if
There have been a significant amount of rumblings that you're going to be signing with the Indiana Fever. Because at this very time, everybody was saying that the Fever are going to sign Stephanie White. And they was hinting to it, or whatever the case may be, that they have been in talks with Stephanie Metheny White. That was being reported before this interview. So when he asked her this, like, what's going on with your tenure at Connecticut? And you seem to be a highly sought after coach, right? There's rumblings that, he didn't say the Fever, but at this, in real time, for sure, it was talks that she would be the Indiana Fever's coach. And I was screaming through the rooftop like, hell no. Like, what? Why? Why would we get her? Right? And then to see her in this state, oh, she fooled me. She fooled me because I'm like, oh, damn. At this time, we didn't know what had happened to somebody in her family. We didn't know who it was. We didn't know nothing except for her girlfriend, whatever her name is, that worked for ESPN and do Monday Night Football, that she had took off of work as well. She had missed a few Monday Night Football games as well. So I'm like, damn, it gotta be super serious if she taking off, right? And Stephanie White couldn't even do the closing interview for Connecticut Sun, and now she's finally come to do her closing interview, and she looks like this, and she's this distraught. Oh no, she ain't coaching nobody. But let's listen.
those conversations have been taking place. It seems like obviously there are other things going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, my priority is my family right now. Honestly, just being here for my family, getting through this, that's my priority.
Totally understood.
Lies. She did again, ladies and gents. I need the big screen real quick. Let's go. No, I want y'all to hear that one more time before I get the big screen. Hear her answer and hear her voice. Watch her face.
If those conversations have been taking place, it seems like obviously there are other things going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, my priority is my family right now. Honestly, just being here for my family, getting through this, that's my priority.
Totally understood. Thank you.
Her priority is with her family right now. Her priority is with her family right now and getting through this with her family. And she chokes up as she says it, which is a lie because she obviously was already talking with the Fever. She was already talking with the Fever behind closed doors. They already, because the rumblings was out there that she would be Fever's next head coach before this interview. So even though, like, yo, For her to be crocodile tears, for her to be choked up the way you would have thought one of her kids, her mother, her father, something very, very close, I'm talking immediate family, died tragically. You would think somebody died, and every time you think about the way that they died, not only that they're gone, that they're unalive, but that they tragically died. And to find out that it was nobody of her immediate family, it was actually her girlfriend's mother who was just sick, that nobody died. Nobody passed. An old lady was sick, maybe even severely sick. And you crying and boo-hooing, and you can't even think about doing your job? Meanwhile, this is how you know this is bullshit. Her girlfriend, who actually is the daughter of the lady of their so-called, I'm worried about my family right now, she was back at work. Not crying, not fucked up like this. That's why I thought it was for sure Stephanie's family, because the girlfriend took a week or 2 weeks off of Monday Night Football broadcasting and was right back to work and was not crying and had this sad, I don't even think her colleagues was like, yo, sorry what happened to you, what you're going. I think it went on just like it was supposed to. I'm going to take a little dive into that too, because that right there, if somebody can help me out with that, the timeline of when, I forget her damn name. What is her name? Her girlfriend's name. Stephanie White's girlfriend's name. What's her name? It's a black lady. It works at ESPN. But I want to get the timeline of when she took off and came back and how she acted when she was back. Lisa Salters. Thank you, Christy Fox. Lisa Salter. Damn, that's going to be tough to be able to grab that. But I bet you it don't add up to this. Lisa Salter took a little time off and she came back professional, ready to roll. The fact that you did all this whining and crying and took this long, stupid ass break, it tells me it was all a fake. You took this road of, I'm not even thinking about basketball. I'm just worried about my family. You are full of shit. That ain't even your mama. It's not even your mama. Chat GPT that info. Damn, chat G came up like that. Let's go check out Chat G real quick. Yo, Chat G, wake up. I got something to say.
Hey, all ears. What's on your mind?
Lisa Salter's mama, what happened to her?
Yeah, that's a powerful one. So, Mama, What Happened to Her is a really emotional track by the Salters. This haunting melody. And
No, you didn't understand. I don't know how to. I would have. You got to give me something to ask him. I don't really know what to even ask him. What do I say about that? He don't know. He don't know that, Burrow. Right. 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 And so, okay, so the fever, you have this woman who you've been in talks with before she could even have her exit interview. You were talking with her. Did she look like this? Fever, when y'all went and talked to her before, when y'all was keeping it on a hush-hush, that you was talking with her, where reports were that y'all had spoke, did she look like this? Did she sound like that? Because if she was really distraught, because again, this came after the fever talked to her. So if she's still crying and doing and looking like this and talking like this, she had to be doing that when you came and spoke with her. And if that's the case, why would you sign a woman who's distraught, who doesn't even know what she wants to do about coaching right now because she's just worried about her family? How would that say, okay, yeah, you're the person for the job. You're the person for the best job in all of basketball right now because the Fever are on fire. Caitlin Clark is she's an anomaly. She's the best thing we've seen. How would you then look at this person right here, and she's in this state of mind, and say, you're the person for the job? And the fact that she was still under contract, the fact that she got out of her contract by saying she was too emotionally messed up, she was too not there, and the Connecticut Sun, this is why this is not just the Fever. Why are the Connecticut Sun working hand in hand with the Fever or with any other team? I'm going to let a coach that's been getting us to the semifinals or whatever you want to call it, I'm going to let this coach got one more year under contract. And I'm going to let this coach walk freely to go coach for another team that's going to possibly beat me. And how would then the league allow that? How the league allow a coach to cry her way out of a contract only to go and sign the next week or two with the Indiana Fever? That's not a fine, or what do you call that? The Fever didn't get no kind of tampering. Y'all didn't investigate that, but you investigated noises coming from an arena, a crowd of people that's got 17, 18,000 motherfuckers in attendance. You investigate that, but you don't investigate DeWanna Bonner quitting on a team and then telling everybody else, y'all can't sign me and I'm going straight to my girlfriend. Y'all investigate. Wait, is the Fever doing some real fishy shit? Did they just sign DeWanna Bonner to pay her some money, allowed her to quit, didn't even get no assets from it, nothing from it, not a draft pick, not a nothing. And you let her go, and then she end up signing with the. Those are real investigations you should be doing, because that's cheating in a sense. And what's so crazy is it's the Fever cheating themselves. Do you know how big that is for the Fever not to even have no curls, no nothing about what DeWanna Bonner did to them, that we held up this max money that we could have gave another player. We could have gave somebody else who was going to be committed and here for the whole season. Do y'all understand, even with all the injuries the Fever went through, that they wouldn't have had to go and sign so many off-the-couch players had the Fever had, let's just say DeWanna Bonner was fully in and she was committed and played it. You would have had a max contract player, even if it's not DeWanna Bonner, that was still on the roster, still on the team. So how the Fever allowed for pay her that money just for her to sit out after 2 to 3 games? No, bro. If you don't see how all this shit is stacked up to sabotage Caitlin Clark, from hiring a coach that looked like this, distraught, and so on and so forth, and then during the season comes back around, she takes off. She takes off. And did Lisa let me ask that. Did Lisa Salter's mom pass?
No, Lisa Salter's mother has not passed away. As of
Nobody still even died. You take it off work for somebody who's just sick. An older person too, not a kid, not your kid. An elderly person is sick and possibly in the hospital, or it got home care nurses around the clock to take, and you're taking off of work during the oh my God. During the beginning of the season. Like, when you really think about this shit that I'm saying, bro, it should blow your fucking mind. Where else do they do this at? Do you know the consequences that would happen and the talks that would happen if this was NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, a coach getting out of a contract, a coach crying his way out of a contract and just to go sign with the rival team? Do you know how that shit would have hit the fan? Especially if it's NFL or NBA. If you had Doc Rivers cry his way out of the Boston Celtics, he had one more year left on the Boston Celtics, and he cried and said, oh, I'm dealing with family issues. I'm not worried about coaching basketball. And then next week, this nigga's the Los Angeles Lakers head coach. Do you know what type of uproar would have happened? Let me take a break and read this super chat, man. Let me read the super chat. Shout out to my boy Felix, man. King yours for the $19.99 super chat. Year Pope, what up, though? I sent you a few emails, broski. All right, I'm going to check them out for sure. I'm going to check them out for sure. Appreciate the super chat, fam. Oh, man, ladies and gentlemen, this shit just really is boiling my blood when I see and hear this, bro. I'm going to play a little more.
We'll go to Maggie next. Maggie, go ahead.
I want to hear it again. I want to hear that bullshit again.
Yeah, I mean, my priority is my family right now. Honestly, just being here for my family, getting through this, that's my priority.
Totally understood. Thank you.
We'll go to Maggie next. Maggie, go ahead.
Hey, Steph, just again, wishing you just positive prayers right now and positive feelings. I know obviously you guys didn't end up getting the ultimate championship, the ultimate goal of the season, but just what are you most proud of your team after this year of, mid-season acquisitions and just
This is the biggest fucking fakest fucking act. She really needs a Oscar. What? She needs to win. She's an actress. No. She's an actress, bro. Because nothing even happened. Yeah, I gotta get off my fucking screen, bitch. Get off my screen, bitch. She's a fucking actress. Shout out Courtside in the building, man. She's an actress. Oh, Courtside say, when is this? Oh, man. Listen, man. I'm going to drop the link again, man. This was, because Courtside, I think he's missed a lot of stuff before last year. At some point. I don't know if I don't know when his CC fans started happening, but sometimes he seems not to know certain important shit. Like important shit that a lot of us know. Cause he said, when was this? This was how did you miss this? You must wasn't paying attention. Because boy, oh boy, do you see this crying she's doing? Oh my God. Yeah, Courtside, you can come on up, man, so we can chop it up, man. Because I gotta lace your boots, fam. I gotta lace your boots. That's how she got out of the contract. That's how she got out of the Connecticut contract. That's just amazing that she's all right, man. All right, yeah. Do you have the CCT shirts still available? No, I'm gonna get some new ones made though, for sure. I got some new ones coming up that we can get going. Oh shit. You're thinking it's recent. Well, you're an idiot. If you're thinking it's recent, you don't pay attention either. Who all give me a 1 if you already been seeing this in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you seen this interview. This shows you the real Caitlin Clarkies and the ones that just hopped on the bandwagon. For me, that's what it shows. Because put a 1 in the chat if you had already been seeing this. Please, everybody in the chat, put a 1 in the chat, please, if you had already seen this. And I know some real Clarkies, you could have went over your head. You might have missed it. You might have missed it, right? But we were so, look at all these ones. Look at all these ones. Kevin, everybody in the chat. We were so in tune with what was going on with Caitlin Clark and the next coach. Tina, I see you. I'm going to pull you up in a second. What was going on in Caitlin Clark's camp, everything that concerned Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever. We were tapped all the way in. And when they were talking about replacing the coach, soon as they fired Christy Sides, we were excited. We were immediately talking about who's going to coach the Fever. Oh, it was rumblings. It was talks, not just by the YouTubers and CC fans, but by even the mainstream media. Who would be Caitlin Clark's next head coach? Would it be Lisa Bluter? Will it be what's his name that used to coach Steve Nash and he had the pick and roll offense? It was talks. There's a lot of talks about who would be. Is Mike D'Antoni? Is that right? Mike D'Antoni. Everybody was talking about he'd be a good fit It was a lot of talks. And then Stephanie Metheny White name came up. And we like, nah, she's still under contract with Connecticut. There's no way she'll be able to be the head coach. And why would we want her? Who is she? Like, why would we want Stephanie White? Like, she's nobody. We don't even know who she is. Right? But the WNBA, she's one of the best coaches in all the WNBA, and she's this and she's that. And then you find out she's an ESPN analyst, and she got turned out in the WNBA. She went from straight to gay in the blink of an Angel Reese eyelash, left her husband and kids to be with bitches. Right? And then she's been in a long-term relationship with Lisa Salters, who is also a veteran on ESPN, right? Who's a veteran. So, she worked for the woke. She worked for that network that likes to push agendas, push narratives, so on and so forth, to go along, get along game. Is that what you're trying to? That's all I was scratching my head, huh? And I was like, okay, but nah. Yeah, it talks about it, but it's no way she's under contract unless they train her or something. And then she came up and she did this. And she did this. I couldn't believe it. Let's bring up courtside. Let's bring up Tina in the building. Shout out to both of you. Tina, how you doing?
I'm good. Stephanie White, when she came on board, Pope, it wasn't like a big conspiracy. She saw an opening. She wanted to get back to Indiana. She had a relationship with Kelly Krauskopf way back and Tamika Catchings. And so Stephanie White thinks she's Miss Indiana, and that's why she wanted to get back there. And she just said every lie that she needed to say to get in the door. And at the press conference, she said, oh, yeah, I've got A, B, and CC, and we're going to run and gun. She just lied through her teeth the whole time just to get in the door. And that's basically what it was. And she's always just been a defensive coach. So she didn't come there with any good intentions towards CC. And really, our front office sucks. And I don't even think our ownership was involved in it that much, because they're old school and they're not going to do anything new. So really, we got to get rid of them as much as we got to get rid of Stephanie White. Now, about the players that you were talking about earlier, some of them that you weren't, maybe as familiar with. If you go watch that Jessica Shepard from Minnesota, she would be an awesome starting point forward, because she was the sixth man on Minnesota, and she started when Caleb McBride was out hurt.
Hold on. I'm not to cut you off, because that's smooth, but I want to stick to this topic right here, right now, real quick. We can probably get to that a little bit after, because my main thing on this is, like, did you see this in real time? This interview?
Yes, in real time.
Okay, see, right. I'm surprised courtside you didn't see this in real time.
No, I don't remember this, but I remember this is when she was in Connecticut, though. This before she came to the Fever. I didn't see this exact thing, but I remember this event. I didn't see this exact
This was after the season of Connecticut, and she's doing an exit interview. But this is during when everybody was looking and talking about she was going to be the Fever's next coach.
And because at first I thought she wasn't coming, because they said she was locked in, and then she wasn't coaching no more. Then she ended up with the Fever. So that whole thing was kind of like crazy.
Yes, this is that part right here. This is that part. Where
I didn't see this exact video. I didn't see this video, but I remember these events though. But I didn't see this exact video. Her crying, like how she go from crying to the Indiana Fever coach, bro.
Right.
All of it when Christy Sides got fired. It was like she saw the door open and she did whatever the hell she had to do to get there.
But this the thing. I can't, Tina, I hear you, right? But it's not she did whatever she had to do. No, the Fever are just as involved, because the Fever spoke with her before she did this interview. So if she's in this state of mind for real, then that mean the Fever also lied, or they did whatever it was. The fact that the Fever even would hire this coach who's under contract already. Because I was thinking the way Kelly crossed off and the way how she was handling business, it'd have been legit business. Like they're not gonna muddy up nothing to try to get a coach when they got a lot of coaches that's not under contract that would be great for Caitlin Clark. And so why would I go talk to a coach that's under contract and she's not even really that good?
And what is her contract with the Fever?
I couldn't tell you. Do you know, Tina?
Is it this year and next year, or is she on a 2-year deal, or
it's connected? I couldn't tell you, sir. I don't know the contract. Chat, answer that for courtside if you can, if you know what her contract looks like. And Tina, come on back up if you can. I don't know what happened to you. I didn't drop you. Just drop. But
they said 2 years. They said 2 years. So this is her last year. So if she don't get extended this year, that means she's done then, right? That's what that means, Gregory?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she's done after this year, no matter
Gregory?
what happens.
Okay. All right. 2 years. Okay.
So the Fever go and sign this coach instead of all of Mike D'Antoni, because I think he would have been perfect for Caitlin Clark with that pick and roll offense, him and AB. I mean, CC and AB with a Mike D'Antoni offense, you would have seen some Steve Nash and Damian Stoudemire type stuff. But neither here nor there. It just really kind of shows that they are against Caitlin Clark so much so you bring in a hired gun like Stephanie White, who told all nothing but lies to get out of her contract. To become an Indiana Fever head coach and long. Okay, yeah, I'm still on. Nobody died in her family. It wasn't her immediate family. And she did all that crying just because her girlfriend's mom was sick.
Well, see,
I heard she was in a. Hold on. I want to ask. I'm sorry, Teen. Go ahead. My bad. I just want to ask something because didn't they say her wife's mom died or something? Or that's why she took time away from the Fever, right?
She didn't die.
That's what we thought. They didn't ever tell us nothing. They never even told us if it was her family, if it was her. We didn't know.
I think it was her wife.
Yeah, especially in that real time. I really thought somebody must have tragically passed.
Me too.
In her immediate family.
Me too.
The way she was acting and the fact that she even took off of work when she was the Fever's head coach. And how many games did she miss last season?
Because I remember that was right around the time, because I did a video about this. I just thought about this right now. That was right around the time she went missing when Bonner started going missing. And people were saying that, you know what I mean? I remember this. That's when Bonner started going missing too, right? Am I right? Yeah, I think that's when Bonner. Yeah.
So when Stephanie White was a player back in the day, that's when Kelly Krauskopf was in charge then. So they had a past relationship. And Tamika Catchings, that was in the years of Tamika Catchings, Stephanie White. So it was kind of like, you know, she could get back, and she had that in with Kelly Krauskopf. That's where it all kind of, you know, she had her foot in the door from past, you know, like we're all hoo ha 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 together kind of thing. And they didn't care what it was going to cost Caitlin Clark. They didn't even consider what kind of coach they were bringing in to go with Caitlin Clark. That's why I say the front office is whack.
No, see, that's what I keep trying to tell most people. It's not the front office; it's the entire entertainment industry. It don't matter where Caitlin Clark goes. They're out to sabotage her from being the greatest player we've seen. And all of this stuff is lining up to show you the fact that Connecticut Sun, they allowed her off her contract. They knew wasn't no death in her family. The Connecticut Sun knew that I'm sure they knew exactly what was happening while we thought something must have tragically happened to one of her kids or something like that. The Connecticut Sun knew her girlfriend's mama is sick. That's it. And they said, yeah, okay, we're going to let you out of your contract just so you can then go and re-sign with a new team that's going to play us to beat us. That makes no business sense. That shows that everybody is playing on the same field when it comes to, okay, cool. You got to play your role. They puppet. They just puppets. Yeah, let her out of her contract. She gonna go sign with the Fever. Y'all rebuild it anyway, whatever. And it's like, okay, whatever. We cool with it.
So that's two different events though, right? So when she was leaving the Connecticut Sun, they said somebody was sick. Then when she came to the Indiana Fever, I heard somebody died. Like,
no,
that's crazy, man. Like that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying?
But we all thought that, but that didn't happen. Nobody died. Still to this day, Lisa Salter's mama is alive.
Oh yeah, I didn't. That's crazy. Hey man, but CC, like on your point when you're talking about they came to sabotage her, I agree with partly of it, right? But like CC has a lot of power, bro. Like she don't use it, kind of like the LeBron James. You know how he came in the league and he just changed shit because he had a lot of power. She can do that, man. I guarantee you, if she went to the front office and said, "Hey, man, I don't like this," you know, it's her or me. You know what I mean? They'll change some shit. But if she just stay quiet, they just gonna do whatever they want, man.
You have a lot of power when you sell your soul to the powers that be, man. I don't know if I guess you don't believe in that type of stuff, or you don't like. She not a soul seller. She don't have no power. She doesn't have any power.
Man, I think well, take power out of it then. Leverage. Let's say leverage then. Let's use leverage. She has a lot of leverage, bro. With the organization, with the WNBA, with a lot, bro. She can change some shit. She just doesn't really say much, bro. She doesn't, just like last year when they was dragging her around when she was supposed to be injured, not injured, coming back, not coming back. You know what I'm saying? Then at the last, couple games left or before the playoffs, she said she wasn't coming back. She finally said something. That's what I'm saying, bro. She need to speak up sometime, man. She need to say something. You know what I mean? That's what I think, man. She need to speak up. If Stephanie White is taking her out of her game, say that. Go to the front office. Man, Magic did it. LeBron, how many coaches LeBron done got fired? I don't like him. Get him up out of here. She got that kind of leverage. She should use it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I would do if I was her and I brought this much popularity to the WNBA, bro, and I got all these dudes paid and all this stuff. Man, I'm gonna say something. If this ain't the coach I want, I'm gonna go tell him, hey, bro, she don't let me play my game. This is how I've been playing. She got interviews saying she seen me play, all that. I played against her in Connecticut. She seen my style, and she still brought her ass over here. If she's not gonna do that, it's either me or her.
Well,
It's that simple.
She was hurt last year, so I don't think she felt like she had that leverage. But this year, I don't think she's going to take that from her. I think she speak up this year. They went to blows in the tunnel, and that was one of the few games she was healthy. So I think this year, you know, Caitlin Clark has made it too far. She's not going to take this shit no more. She's going to speak up. She's not going to sit here and just say nothing.
They said what they say courtside what? What that say, Pope?
It's not as simple as courtside say it is.
Courtside, Stephanie White is in bed with the people who would fire her. I know. Listen, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, I do we agree that Caitlin Clark has leverage or no? We don't think she has leverage. No,
I don't agree.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then that's what we disagree with. Then I think she got a lot of leverage.
Because again, like if you're not seeing Nike is, if you don't, it's so like you should be wondering maybe why she don't have leverage, but to think she has leverage when they've shown at every turn through her whole basically career playing basketball, that they are undermining her at every turn. From Nike's undermining her to the Fever, the coaches, when she get Christy Sides. Oh, I'm going to undermine the fact that you #1 overall pick and the best things we've seen play this game. I want you to shoot twos, not threes. Trying to put this stuff in her head. It's when you go and sign Stephanie White instead of Elisa Blue, doing everything you can to actually put a coach that fits Caitlin Clark the way she plays. Like that shows that they're undermining her. So I don't know where you think she's getting this leverage from when they showing you, they was willing to damn near, walk away from the WNBA, the owners and shit like that, because they understand we're trying to run a business model off of one player. But we don't care for her that much. They don't promote her. You just seen the USA, how they put all the other players on the when they're on the promotional whatever it was that they was doing, and not put Caitlin Clark up there. Like, that's been all throughout her, I can't say all throughout, like it's been 7 years, but since she's been in the league, they've undermined her at every turn.
That's why she needs to say something.
I
That's
think
what I'm saying.
Well, her first year, she was a rookie. So I don't feel like she wanted to say that much. She didn't want to come in and be all bossy. And then last year she was hurt. But I think she feels a little more powerful this go around. Let's hope so anyway. And I mean, I don't think we have to worry about Stephanie White after this year. We're stuck with her this year, but I think that's it.
I think they're gonna... Go ahead, my bad.
No, you good, courtside. See, the thing is like, if you don't think she says something, then behind closed doors, she don't got to say something to the media. Right. I'm sure she said something, right? Christy Sides got fired. She's told the Fever, we should be, not just the Fever, she told the league, we all need private jets. They got private jets. She told them that, right? She said something, right? You said she should say something. She said something. Shit got done, right? What else? She said something about when we go play in away games and we fill up those stadiums, can we pay the players, whatever they called it? Can we pay the players on the back end some extra money? No, we're not gonna do it. When she told Christy Sides, Christy Sides in practice turned up the music because she wanted to try to emulate crowd noise, and Caitlin Clark turned that shit off. Is giving me a headache. Caitlin Clark is not one to really bite her tongue like that. So I'm sure she can say what she want to say, but they're doing what they're going to do. They seem to say, yeah, we hear you, but now we're going this route or that route, and you stuck here. What you going to do about it? Nothing. We got you under contract. Like, Caitlin Clark go in there and say, yo, I don't like Stephanie White no more. She better not come back. You under contract. So what?
What's the solution then?
For her to sell her soul, sir. And that's just if she sold her soul to them people and she pushed the narratives and the gay shit and this, that, and the other, they would be in awe of her. Then she can get what she want, like LeBron James did. Then she can get whatever she want. You want Lisa Bluter back? No fucking problem. You want white girls on the team? No, they'll feed into her then, long as she push narratives and agendas and so on and so forth. Go against the grain. Have you ever heard Tina and Courtside? Y'all ever heard a game within the game?
Yeah.
Right? You ever heard of politics playing a role in sports?
Yeah.
Well, that's because Kathy,
okay. That's what this is.
She don't want somebody to shine that big. She wants it to be everybody gets a trophy kind of league, and that's where a lot of this, what you're talking about, is coming in, because that's coming from Kathy Engelbert. She don't want CC to have all this shine against, but I'm not so sure about the Fever owner. I'm not so sure that she doesn't have pull with him.
Hey, listen, I don't know this to be true, but I can see mid-year her getting an extension, because, all right, let's go off what a lot of the general people say, right? Everybody said that she was installed. Not everybody, but a lot of people say she was installed and they brought her here to do this and do that. Then why wouldn't they extend her? So we shouldn't be surprised if she get extended then. If she was brought in to do this and do that, because I think she's gonna get an extension. I think she's gonna be here a while, man. Yep. I could be wrong, but I think she's gonna be here a while.
I'm with you. I agree with you on that one, Courtside. And before I get out of here, I just got to say, Courtside, last night, man, it was fun, man. You ran a good tight show. You ran a good ship. Good people was up there. It was good banter, good debates, and all that stuff, man. So keep up the good work, sir. And keep doing your thing. Tina, you know, always got love for you, even though we gonna fight at times. You got a strong mind, and I do too. And we gonna talk our little shit, but I love you, Tina.
Okay. Well, listen, you guys have a great day.
All right. Appreciate it. All right, Pope.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all. Everybody in the chat. Love y'all, man, as well, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, representing, man. Hit the like button, subscribing up to the channel and all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all in a minute. We're going to keep it going and keep growing. It's the Pope. Peace and love. I'm out.